got that knob on that forehead, eh?
Yeah, what does that mean?
So that knob, they get stuff called a bony extrosis. So that's when they fight, they hit each other with those ossicles, with those two horns on their head. It's called ossicles. They're going to stand next to each other and they literally swing their necks and hit each other on the body with those ossicles. And then the more they fight, I mean, the more fractures the skull gets and the more injured the skull gets. So the bone starts thickening and then bony extrosis starts happening, breaks up a little bit and a new layer starts growing over and over and over. And that's protecting the skull at the end of the day and also the brain against any concussions that might happen from this head hitting the body fighting mechanism. So it's literally, you'll see it with the older males. They could have knobs all over their faces. It's all from fighting.
Is that a sign of like more dominant male? Or do they have more?
Not really,
Okay.
but it does show that that male has been fighting way more than certain males. So certain males just like this, where you just see the one big knob on the head, but as I said, other males you can see knobs all over the face, and then obviously you can know that man has been in a lot more fights, which could indicate a better dominance, but could also indicate a loser more or less, because he's fighting all the time and never won a fight to get mating rights. So yeah, it's tough saying. Not really. These two are still youngsters. This boy even still got some growing to do. And that boy at the back also will get bigger. Some giraffes are incredibly big. Oh, that's weird, dude.
No kidding. That looked like a dog thing. This one has a lot.
Look at him running.
All the others got a lot of white around the tail and I think
Yeah, spots all
a
over.
lot more spots.
But the higher those hormone levels will rise in their bodies, the higher the testosterone levels, the more clear those spots on the leg will become. So you can see there is spots on the leg.
I hear the Lion King music playing in the background of the wildebeest. It's almost like a spiritual experience.
Yeah, it is. Just a soft piece of morning, I didn't sink it. Oh my god, so cute. So like that calf's about a year old and that one's just over a year. But that horn hasn't hardened yet, so you can't do anything. Even if you take this like a grinder just to smoothen it out, it's going to start bleeding immediately. It's still the nerve. The nerve base is where you're sitting. So nothing hard yet. But the sad thing is, if they poach that mother, they'll just kill the calf as well. Just because it's in the way and coming back towards the mother and everything. So they'll just kill the calf.
Not that little.
They're very calm this morning. I think all the animals are appreciating the cooler weather. I mean, they've got like a built-in weather app. They know exactly what the weather's going to be long before we do. So we use certain birds sometimes. We hear certain bird calling, you know, it could be rain could be coming soon. They feel the climate change. So it's just incredible. Humidity, difference in humidity, all of that they can feel. So they knew long before or the weather apps knew it's going to be cooler today. They knew it already. Yeah. Yeah, they are very cute. Is that a Madura in the middle? Yeah, looks like that. So it looks like that's a female with her calf. This is a female with her calf and this is one of the males. So sometimes you'll see these females getting very upset because the males are there and they've got a young calf with him. Because the male just wants to mate. So he's going to chase them and he wants to mate with that female. But she's got a calf with her. So sometimes you see them getting very upset and this female charging towards the male and pushing him away or running off. Sometimes you see the males like running behind the females.
What's the gestation period when they
White rhino is about 16 months, black rhino 15 months, but
Okay.
16 months for these guys. So it's not a year and a half almost.
Now, will the male be able to tell if the female's pregnant to leave her alone?
He will, but
Yeah.
he'll still mate with her, so
Oh.
he still wants to. I mean, she's not on heat or
That's
not
really
in
unusual
estrus.
male behavior, isn't it? Very unusual.
When she's in estrus, that's the only time she can really conceive. But I mean, the male, if he finds a female and that bird that you're hearing calling now, that's the oxpecker. That's one of the most important calls for us on trails, on walks. When you walk, because they love sitting on rhino and buffalo, for instance. They also sit on giraffe, they sit on impala, they sit on kudu. But just because they do sit on rhinos and buffalo, whenever you're in the bush walking and you hear that call, you're always just more aware. Even when you do your assessments and you miss that call, you fail immediately. It's a potential dangerous game ahead, and you have to be aware of that. So keeping all your senses open and listening for that bird. Listening for tree squirrels alarm calling, any birds alarm calling, all of this stuff like that.
The little one that charges. So here's the male coming back.
That's quite a beautiful photo of the giraffe in the background.
Yes, it is. Amazing. And the wildebeest.
And this female doesn't like it. Comes close to her boss. Yeah, the calf also doesn't like that.
He's very brave as long as he's behind mom.
Yeah, like the calf literally stands on, she's between her and her calf, and then when they walk, she's like almost agitated about this man. Yeah, they smash those stumps together now, you can say. They smash them together. I mean, it's all with their faces, so they hit each other with their faces, all of that. So they usually could have killed each other in fights and they don't kill each other. At least we're not using rhinos like that anymore now, with the de-horning as well. So this is the both things that now they kill each other. Yeah. No, it's incredibly hard and incredibly sharp. A lot of times they don't really go to the bottom of the belly, but they stab each other in the sides, between the ribs, and they punch the lungs, stuff like that. You see the darker and lighter color on that mother, that is just laying in the mud and taking the mud wallow. So where it gets lighter was where she was covered in water and mud, and now it dried out. It was probably yesterday when it was so warm.
That help keep them cool.
Helps keep them cool, it's like a sunblock almost to them, and also it suffocates ticks and parasites. As that mud dries out, it catches onto the ticks and suffocates them. So afterwards they'll go and rub that mud off against a rubbing post, a tree, could be a tree stump, anything like that. Could be rocks sometimes, and then all those ticks and parasites that suffocate it just falls off. Join them for a day or two and then split up
A
again.
little bachelor party.
Yeah, exactly, depending on what he wants and how he's feeling today. Beautiful, eh? When a female is ready for mating, one of them will start trailing the female's scent until they pick up on it. They'll mate with her and they come back to the bachelor groups. So they don't stick around with females. This male at the back here, this younger male, he's got a lot of hair missing on his neck. So usually that's indication of the age. Older male would. So telling the sex of a zebra is very difficult. You can't see that by size, you can't see the obvious a lot of times. So by that you really have to see them from the backside. And if that tail is swinging, the one on the right is male, yeah. If that tail is swinging, you look on that black stripe running between the legs. If it's a thin black stripe, like more or less, yeah, probably an inch, it's a male, and then a thicker black stripe, it's like a landing stripe, that's a female. You can clearly see the difference. very different or very different. In countries, what they believe, what value it's got. Can cure cancer, stuff like that. Flus. They make a tea from, they grind the horn down, make a tea from it, drink it. It's really crazy. A lot of beliefs what this horn can do for them, and when you hear all of it, you just hear all of that is good bullshit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, pangolin scales are exactly the same material. Keratin. That's why pangolins are the most trafficked animal in the world. And pangolin also, to Tim explained it, we get here almost extinct. I haven't seen one since I'm here.
And we did have something to eat. The older dry blood. And that youngster here has got full of blood. But that's going to be a happy reunited nation tonight. That just before they were different enough. I mean, even the females, you can see their stomachs are not incredibly big, so they don't have a big meal. The youngsters, they're looking good. I mean, it was a good enough meal for them, whatever it was.
Poor guy with the broken back.
Yeah, he's not going to take anything on
Yeah, she might just take over that
But
road.
it's not, as long as they can reunite, then I mean, these mothers will look to make another kill.
Oh, the two breath or something like that.
Yeah, those two youngsters not too fall behind again. See how they're walking into the wind, so all the scents are coming towards them as well. They're not standing now, they're smelling and just assessing everything, that all the senses that they're picking up now, anything they hear, anything they smell, they're just assessing everything before they carry on. Where they were last night was that way, but they haven't been seen this morning.
Okay.
But yeah, face is still full of blood, so
Oh my
that's something
gosh,
to eat not too long ago. So much more emotion going into this than you think. Like the females, how much they really care for the young. Sure, they just ruin everything. Like, I don't know, this is the mother's most likely going to need to be behind sometimes. But it's not like they're just giving up and leaving him. I mean, that youngster has been like that for almost 2 weeks more or less now. He's still carrying on. And mothers are still looking after him, but eventually themselves once until they leave that buffalo. So then it's such a bad smell. 7 days of all blood on their faces, on their whole bodies, the carcass rotting. It's just such a bad smell.
Yeah. Do they often, what's the word? Like, not roar, but like, I don't know,
What's that?
do they roar or like make?
So females, they do roar like males, just not for the same reason. So male will roar either for sort of like advertisement, advertising themselves that he's in the area where there's females around, or it's territorial, like he's roaring to show his presence on his territory. Females will roar as well. Females females around that, not that far, probably about 2-3 months already. But I'm still a youngster. His mother's back. So I had to complete back. So we're on 2 months old there, but yeah, those ankles tweaking. That's all from the weight on those joints. The ankles really that as well. The ankles also tweak. Yeah, it's valve ruminating now. So he's regurgitating. It's a process called peristalsis. So you'll feed from trees, you'll swallow all those cut balls and it will form cut balls in the first chamber of the stomach. And then that peristalsis begins the regurgitation. So they regurgitate that cut ball, feed on it again, swallow it again, regurgitate, feed on it again, swallow it again. Lions will kill this young calf when they see it. The lions are right there. They'll definitely kill this calf. Very low to the ground, eh? Moving, tail start pitching. Then she's testing the wind direction with that, seeing if it's staying down. The wind in the face, so then gets taken backwards. If there's water as well, so either one of the two. Also back on the vehicle. Very focused, like she just doesn't want any of them to see her. That was why she was jogging back that wind direction. gonna have to embrace that.
Very happy.
Calves are very funny. They don't have any control over their tongues. If you have a look at them, you just watch them, you'll see them. How much darker they are now that they were more on the right here as well. Small little breeding area.
Oh yeah, there's more everywhere.
So that calf, these calves, they nurse for well over 8 to 10 months to almost a year.
Wow.
They drink from the mother because it takes up to 6 months to learn how to use that trunk. So from 6 months to a year, that's when they only really start feeding on grass and vegetation really. Before that they mostly drink. You'll see them trying to feed, but if they feed on 1 kilogram of vegetation a day, that's a lot for them. And I mean the adult average elephant feeds on about 200 to 230 kilograms of vegetation every single day of its life. So that calf has to rely on its mother and its milk. Yeah, you can see that calf.
Yeah, update this concern now on my Kudumazon heading north to more than about 100 kilometers. Yeah, familiar
Almost got it in his mouth.
So when these babies try and run full speed, I mean a lot of times when they come close to the vehicles, they try and charge you to look dominant because they know they're big. Well, they know the mother's big, but they think they're big. They come running towards the vehicle and they just fall with their face plant. Folks, with their boundaries right here, they're going to cross now. This is the young, check out through the bellies. They definitely have something to eat. They're established keeping a lot. The mother as well. The bellies, they've definitely had a lot to eat. Also, if they had a kill, they would move away from it because they're in such big competition with other predators to get away from the carcass. Because that blood is definitely attracting hyenas, lions, all that other stuff, so they will get out of this area. Kijk, als ek joker was, is dit daarom met 2 paaie, nie 10. Hey?
He didn't like that.
I was like, get out of my road.
Like hopefully they go west, they go to one of our opposite roads. But our property winds up right here, it goes inwards again, so if they're going to carry straight west, they'll go into our property again. Yeah, across the road.
Now, I had this question earlier, I didn't ask it. I think you kind of answered it. So none of the other cats or felines, like lions or the cheetah or the leopard, would ever pack together. They're all going to be separate.
Yeah, no. Alright, well you first must enjoy them on me.
Okay.
And then I'll see you, probably afterwards.
Okay. Thank you.
And then tomorrow morning, as I said, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just play it by ear.
I'll give you
Yeah.
a call and then we can chat about
I mean, honestly, if you think it's just gonna be driving around in the rain, like
yeah, that's tough for me because like this afternoon I thought it's just going to be driving around in the rain and then the sheets or something.
Yeah.
So it's tough to be safe. Like 70%, let's say 70% of the time we go out in the rain because you do nothing and there is that chance always of seeing something. But
yeah, let's see what happens.
Did beefing out that be done?
She said she had nightmares after that.
I knew they lost you at Peppercorns.